Hello, geometry people again. We're going to apply the Pythagorean Theorem, this time to rhombi. Just recall, rhombi is the plural of rhombus. Rhombus is singular, rhombi is more than one. You may be wondering, how can we apply the Pythagorean Theorem? Because you need a right angle. Well, what you may be forgetting is that in a rhombus, it has all four sides congruent, so it's like a square, but the diagonals are perpendicular. So you end up getting right angles. You end up getting four congruent right angles in a rhombus. So if we get a problem and we say this is 16 and this is 12, how can we find the side? Well, Pythagorean Theorem, 16 squared plus 12 squared is equal to x squared. 16 squared is 256 plus 144 is equal to x squared. 400 equals x squared. The square root of 400 is x. 20 is x. And you may recall that 12, 16, 20 is a triple. It is the 3, 4, 5 triple multiplied by 4. Now, what happens with the rhombus is sometimes you'll be given the perimeter like you are on a square. And you have to divide by 4 to get the side. The other thing about a rhombus is that the diagonals bisect each other, which means cut in half. So if you're given the entire diagonal, you have to cut it in half before you can apply it to the Pythagorean theorem. So let's say in a rhombus, the perimeter is 20 and the longer diagonal is 8. Find the shorter diagonal. Okay, we have a rhombus. Let's draw the rhombus. If the perimeter is 20, perimeter is adding up all four sides, and since all four sides are equal, if I get 20 divided by 4, I get 5. So each side is 5. The longer diagonal is 8. Well, if this whole thing is 8, each half is 4 and 4 because the diagonals bisect each other. And there's our right angle. So let's find the shorter diagonal right there. Well, we're looking for an x. We have a 4 and a 5. If you remember that 3, 4, 5 is a triple, you know that x is 3. You could work it out if you'd like, but the triples appear a lot in these problems. Now, is that our answer 3? No, because we want to get the shorter diagonal, and the shorter diagonal is going to be 6. Let's do one more problem. If the diagonals of a rhombus are 10 and 24, find the perimeter. Now you can do this problem without drawing it. However, in geometry, I always recommend drawing it, and I always do draw it. Even if like that, the drawing is not very good. Now, the diagonals are 24 and 10. That means if they're cut in half, I get a 12 and a 12 and a 5 and a 5. I want to find the perimeter. I have to add up all four sides. Well, if I find one side first, I just times it by 4. You may recall that 5, 12, 13 is a triple. So one side is 13. So the perimeter is 13 times 4, which is equal to 52. So that's applying the Pythagorean theorem to a rhombus. The diagonals are perpendicular, forming right triangles, but the diagonals also bisect each other, so you sometimes have to cut the diagonals in half, and all four sides are equal, just like a square, so if you're given perimeter, or looking for perimeter, you divide or multiply by 4. Good luck on your assignment.